Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's a special episode. This is a new thing we're trying, we're calling it Carcast. Short version is that me and my oldest friend, Mr. Luke Hemingway, went to see Metallica and thought it would be an opportunity not to pass up. So we got a digital recorder, portable one, and decided to try a podcast in the car. Sound quality is, well, the words are there. I'm going to try and remove the ambient noise if I can. But yeah, you can tell what we're saying. So yeah, check this out. This is Cookiecast Carcast number 1.
Right, here we go. Podcast on the road. There's not even podcast after dark, it's a podcast on the road. Road trip podcast. I'm here on the... where are we? M62? Is that it? Is that what that is? M62. And on the road, busting his podcast cherry. The one, the only, the legend. I won't use your other name. Mr. Luke Hemingway, welcome to the podcast.
This is literally the only way you'd get me on this.
Trapped
in a car.
I believe the doors are locked.
Well, I'm not going to jump out now. We're kind of travelling at
69 miles an hour.
69 miles an hour.
For all of those of you that listen to the Darkest Timeline podcast, you'll know that I do not like going over the speed limit. We're actually doing 65 now. Passing a big truck. Right then, let's get into it. Where are we going?
Off to see our
old friends.
Our old friends. We're going to go see Metallica at the Etihad Stadium.
The Etihad.
It's been a while. I think Death Magnetic Tour was last, wasn't it? We didn't go together, did we? Oh, did we?
Yeah.
No, we must have done. I only ever go with you.
Yeah. We went, and then I went again. A few days later. We won't talk about that.
And it was, it wasn't at the Etihad, it was at MEN.
Yes, the MEN.
Smaller venue.
Yeah.
But, you know, probably a lot cheaper as well.
Wasn't the first time we'd been there.
No, Load, I think was before that.
Yeah.
And probably one of the first times, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think that was the first time we saw him, actually, the Load tour. Because I remember...
Yes.
I remember what job... Well, I know what job I was doing at the time to help save up for that ticket.
Oh, jeez.
No, I want to tell them. I want to tell them what we used to do.
Don't do it.
No. So, when me and Mr. Cook were young'uns, we had this fantastic summer job working for the BNA, the British Nursing Association, where basically the main part of the job was going to old ladies, old guys' houses, cleaning up for them, you know, just doing the jobs that they couldn't really do. Not bathing or anything like that, literally just cleaning the house. But then we had deep cleans. Deep cleans. The thing that stopped us from doing the job.
You see, there are things that traumatise you in life. Things that you look back on and go, yep, I am well and truly traumatised by that experience. And this is one of them.
Deep cleans were basically tidying up old people's houses who could no longer look after themselves, and basically were hoarders, were shut-ins, were people who couldn't clean up after themselves in any way, who couldn't probably use the toilet correctly in any way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Screw using the toilet, let's use the bath instead.
Oh.
Make sure to leave the plug in, yeah?
That one down Fulford way.
That was the one.
Oh.
That was the one.
Broke the camel's back, basically, wasn't it?
It was like, it was just no, can't do this. This can't be a real thing. I just remember being in that bathroom with you going, what is happening right now? This can't be a real job.
People can't really get to this state, can they? And it's sad that they do, but anyway, we're digressing. Metallica. So Load was the first time.
Yep.
I reckon for me the second time was Big Day Out. Big Day Out. That was an unusual gig.
That was.
Metallica were great, but I honestly can't remember much about the other bands who were on.
So
Marilyn Manson, he was on.
Marilyn Manson came on for 19 and a half minutes.
Before he
he set fire to the stage and went off.
Didn't someone chuck a bottle at him and he got mad?
Yeah. Pitch Shifter played.
Oh yeah.
They got the lead singer got into an argument with a security guard.
Monster Magnet played.
Did they?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I think I'm alright to say that I don't remember certain aspects of that.
No, absolutely not.
That gig, because I'd been up all night. It was my birthday.
Yeah.
And I'd been up all night, partying hard, real hard. I think I'd got engaged.
Oh god.
that night.
Sorry to hear.
So yeah, we went to Big Day Out. I slept in the sun through some of the afternoon from all the partying the night before. So yeah, Metallica came on early because Marilyn Manson had gone off early. Metallica had to come on early, and they were not happy about it. I remember that.
Well, I mean, fireworks look crap during the day.
Yeah. So there was those things to contend with. I think for you, certainly, one of the biggest things about that entire day was the drive home.
You know what? I was going to mention the most terrifying point of my entire life. We went with some people who were like to do recreational drugs. And they were driving, and they were basically
like me, had been up all night.
Yeah, we'd been up all night, and the guy who was driving home was basically falling asleep at the wheel most of the way back.
To give him his dues, I think he actually did really well. There was
because I kept him awake.
Because you kept him awake. I was riding shotgun on that one for quite a while, but even I was like, nah, if we're gonna die, I'll die in my sleep. So I'm gonna leave you to this job, and I'm off to sleep. But that was like, I think we had 15-20 minutes before we were back in York.
It probably felt like that to you, but it felt like a lifetime to me.
You lost 10 years that day, I reckon.
Absolutely. So yeah, that was the second time. Third time? Was it? Yeah,
Will that have then been...
I've seen it at Leeds Fest. I mean, I don't really count Leeds Fest as seeing them in a way, because, you know, Leeds Fest is Leeds Fest and you're seeing many other bands. But yeah, I saw them at Leeds Fest. They were pretty good, generic festival band. I don't want to kind of say it was. Was it Death Magnetic we saw it next?
It could well be, because I'm sure they made mention of it had been 10 years or something since they'd been. I mean, obviously you got to bear in mind how often they release an album. So, what was it between?
I think it was 11 years.
Right, so, I mean, they generally release an album, then do a fairly substantial tour, but it's probably 10 years between albums, these days at least. So yeah, Death Magnetic. We went to the MEN again.
Yeah, I think mainly MEN that we've seen, really.
Yeah. We did MEN.
Load was MEN. Death Magnetic MEN.
Yep. Was that the one that you paid for?
I think I paid for the last one. Which, to be honest, I've got away lightly, really, compared to the price of this one.
Yeah, but I'm working on the principle. So you're around next time. So next time it'll be like...
Who says it's not going to be going?
God, it works.
Last time we saw him, Hetfield's voice was horrendous. He was like... I'd be surprised if they're still going in another 10 years.
I mean, a lot of people speculate sure we've had this conversation multiple times, but when do you suppose they'll, will it be when they've all died, or will it be... I mean, you've got to look at the Stones. The Stones are still going.
Yeah, only because they're pickled from the inside.
True.
Didn't, James Hetfield give up drinking and all that stuff. I mean, it's probably back on it now, but, some kind of monster where they're all in therapy and that crap.
Yeah, I believe he's sober. Got sober, he went into rehab and stuff, didn't he? Because he was drinking too much. The demon drink.
Lovely demon drink.
So, yeah, Death Magnetic. I saw them twice in 2 days.
Where was it? Sheffield and...
Onto 62
Yeah.
towards Manchester.
So did Sheffield and Manchester
Yeah.
in 2 days. That was good.
I mean, was there a notable difference between... Was there a notable difference between the two, or...?
The set lists were ever so slightly different. I can't remember if it was... Might have been the Sheffield one. One of my least favourite Metallica songs is that one... what's the one that they had with Marianne Faithfull?
Oh my god. Memory Remains.
Yeah, one of my least favourite Metallica songs, which they didn't play.
What do you mean, like Mama Said?
Oh, that's a great song.
Alright, okay.
They didn't play, maybe when we saw them, but then they did play it on the other one, and I was like, I hate this fucking song. I hate the song. I hate the song so much. I hate when the crowd sings the Marianne Faithfull bit. I hate the whole experience. So yeah, one was better than the other. I managed to download the CDs and stuff. That was good.
Legally?
Yeah, legally downloaded.
Alright, just checking. Obviously, we would never condone anything such like illegal downloading of movies.
Sharing music over the internet.
No, obviously not. I mean, Metallica were very much against that.
Metallica will tell you.
Lars will be knocking on our door
and tell you off.
Yeah.
That's what they do when they're not on the road or recording music.
Napster forever, yeah.
Napster. So was that the last time you saw them, or have you seen them since?
No, I think last time was Death Magnetic.
So, I had tickets to see them where are we, 2019?
Yeah.
2017? I had tickets to see them. So I'm like, cool, got tickets. And then wasn't able to go.
Expensive.
Yeah. So I'm like, right, okay, there's a method where you can sell your tickets.
Wait, what was the time that... Was it... When were you going that you couldn't get there due to the car breaking down? Or was that Machine Head?
Machine Head. Corrected that one. Yeah. But recently, I had tickets. I've still got the tickets.
I just said that Machine Head did support Metallica on the last tour.
On the Death Magnetic tour, yes.
And the Sword.
Yeah.
Hence why I got confused with the Machine Head thing.
So yeah, was a bit gutted about the fact that I couldn't go to see them when I had tickets and stuff.
Well, yeah, you would be. Especially when you think, crap, I just spent a load of money and I can't go.
Yeah, so I was like, right, okay, I'll sell the tickets. So I had someone lined up to buy the tickets, looked into how to go about sort of selling them. Because I've been in touch with the seller, like the people that sold the tickets. I'm unable to attend, refund. They were like, no, you can't refund. Like, okay, what can I do? They were like, you can sell them. You know, they are transferable tickets. But, however, they obviously when you buy a ticket, it's bought with your name and your like ID and stuff. So I had a seller lined up, I had a buyer lined up for these tickets. I was like, cool, sell these tickets, awesome. I was going to get the value of one of the tickets for both of them. It's like, well,
half
you know,
loss, not bad.
you know, it's better than nothing. And then one of the stipulations was that you had to give the person you gave the tickets to your ID. I was like,
Nah.
what?
I mean,
Like, you have to give them like your passport. Like, but it won't be that person. It's not like. And they're like, no. They need to have a proper ID of yours to say that you've given them the tickets. Like, so you want me to give my passport to another person for them to use as ID? I'm good, thanks.
I mean, it's nowadays. Can you imagine GDPR? It'd just be like absolute mental. No one would ever ask for that.
Yeah, it was bonkers. Bearing in mind that nowadays, like Ticketmaster do a service where if you buy tickets to a gig and you can't go, you can sell the tickets like through their service.
Well, if I a go-go service that charge you the earth if you want to buy. Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that. Jesus Christ. We're currently passing the famous house in the middle of the motorway.
People still live there?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the guy that they wanted to build the motorway where his house was, and he refused to move. So they were like, right, well, we'll build the motorway around your house. I was like, okay.
And can I just point out, it's actually a really nice day on the Pennines today. Normally, raining, snowing, foggy.
I preempted it though, didn't I? I was like, oh, it'll definitely be bad weather when we drive over, because it's never bad weather when I drive to Manchester.
I don't know, when we went to Pitch Shifter recently, it was pretty nasty.
It's every time. Me and a lad I work with, we'd been to, I think it might have been Machine Head. We were coming down that stretch there, and you couldn't see 5 feet in front of the fog. It was insane. And me being the careful driver that I am going, I don't know how to put the fog lights on. I don't know how to put the fog lights on. I don't know how to put the fog lights. Which button does the fog?
I found this out in my car the other day, and I was like, oh, fog light button. Right. And then I realised there's 2 of them. Front fog lights, back fog
Rear
lights.
fog lights,
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just want to put the rear ones on.
Yeah.
In the car that is no more, the Astra that's moved on to greener pastures, I found the fog light button a little while ago. I was like, oh, fog light button, cool. Like, how do I use it? Because it was part of a dial.
All right.
Like, do you turn the dial to
Yeah,
a certain
mine has
position?
like a button and a dial. And I'm
But
like,
it's a button in the centre of the dial. So I was like, yeah.
so, Metallica.
So, do you remember the first time you heard a Metallica song?
God, it would have been at Fulford Secondary School, but you know, I can't remember the exact time.
I remember the exact moment I heard a Metallica song for the first time.
I don't even remember who introduced me to them. I mean, maybe it was that one guy who I don't really want to mention, but maybe it was you. I don't know.
I mean, I was from that first sort of point in time, it was just like anything in my life, something that I get interested in, it's just a full-blown obsession.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was like, right,
especially at that age,
all the albums, I need to listen to them all the time, I need to know all the words, I need to just absorb it. But I remember a lad we went to school with, Ollie,
that's the name.
had done a compilation CD. It might not have even been a CD, it might have been a tape.
It will have been a tape.
It might have been a cassette
Come
tape.
on.
And I was like, he was like, here's a collection of various different songs of various different music.
Was Korn on there?
There might have been.
I think I had a mixtape like that.
Yeah.
Ollie made you a mixtape.
Ollie made me a mixtape.
True love. True
Yeah,
love.
it was. And back in those days, I mean, like, music was like crack. It was like, oh, you got any music, got any music. So, like, cassette tapes before.
CD singles.
I mean, we had CDs, but we, as children, were still living in the cassette tape
Oh,
world.
absolutely. Taping off the radio and stuff.
Yep. So,
Are you doing it over the speed limit?
no.
You you are. I can see it. 78. It says 78.
It doesn't say
It does.
78. You're looking at an angle.
It says 76 now.
It doesn't.
You are
That's a
doing
zero.
over the speed
That's
limit.
a
You are. It's
zero.
terrible. Hope whoever's listening to this, please pass it on to the police.
My podcast listeners know that the only time I will ever go over the speed limit is if I'm trying to get past, for example, a white van.
Or a douchebag in a Porsche.
Or a douchebag in a box. See, ready? Now we indicate. Now we pull in. There. See, it's a
Well
zero.
done.
Thank you.
17 miles.
Wow.
That's not bad. So yeah, Metallica first
So
time.
the first song I heard was, and I remember it as clear as a bell. I'll have been like 11, 12.
Yeah, it was definitely young.
So I'll be 39 this year. So
Almost what? Middle age.
something
Middle age.
something had happened recently, and yeah, I'd been categorised as middle-aged, and I was like, what? What do you mean? I don't understand. How can I even be middle-aged? I'm only... Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it was the second track on the second side of this tape.
Yeah.
And obviously, it was Enter Sandman.
Of course.
Had to be.
The most overplayed Metallica song of all time.
Oh, okay. Wait, can you not wait for them when they play those first few notes tonight?
They best still come out to thingy from
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
yeah. Can't remember if they do. But yeah, I remember I was on a family holiday to Florida. And I remember we went to this. I was like, I'm going to buy all the CDs while I'm over there because obviously the dollar versus pound price was great, and I
Back
got them
in
all
those
cheaper.
days, Jesus.
And I bought like 4 Metallica albums from this really cool record shop over there. And then I was quite proud of the fact that they were on the American version of the label. They were on Elektra rather than Vertigo.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, it's kind of like a little rarity because I got them from America and everyone else has got them on Vertigo over here. A little sad little factoid, but you know.
Well, that's. I did a podcast a little while ago. There's one that went up last week with a lad called Stu, who does our wrestling podcast. And we were just talking about like collectibles and stuff. And I was like, you're not just collecting the item, you're collecting the story. The story is what goes with it. The story is what makes it a collectible in a lot of ways. So yeah, I heard that first Metallica track and just played it and played it and played it and played it and played it. And not long after that, I'd gone to stay with my grandparents, and I was still just listening to this thing, and I was like, I've got to get, find out which album, because back in those days it was like you couldn't just Google
No, you couldn't
something.
Google it. You'd have to like.
So you'd have to try and find out which album a song came from and track that album down.
It wasn't going to be on in Carter in the IT class at school, was it?
No.
In Carter.
Jesus. So I found out which album it was, and I was staying with my grandparents in Preston, and we went into the Preston City Centre one day.
Did you go to an hour price? Did you go to Piccadilly from Woolworths?
I don't know, it was an actual record shop. I convinced my granddad to take me to a record shop. So, like, my granddad, me and my sister traipsed across to this record shop.
Bet it was hour price.
Could have been. And I'm like, right, where's the Metallica? And I found the Metallica. And I'm just like stroking the because it was the Black Album.
Black album. Completely
Just
black
like-
cover with it.
Yeah, with a little snake in the corner.
Yeah.
If you know where you're looking, tucked away there. So I'm like looking at it. I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is the one. So I was like, right, cool, that's great. Put the CD back. I was like, right, we could go. And my granddad's like, what? I'm like, what? So I thought you were coming to get this CD. I was like, I ain't got any money. I just needed to be near it. I just needed to look at it. He's like, we've traipsed all the way over it. It wasn't like a short journey. It was, he had to my granddad had to sort of like go, well, where is a record shop and stuff. Years later, I realised that for my granddad it was a little bit too reminiscent of like stuff my dad would have done. So I was a bit like, okay. So my granddad, in a fit of rage, bought the CD.
Oh, excellent.
And I was like,
I'll remember that trick.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Did you have a CD player to play it on?
No. So we got back to my grandma and granddad's house. It was like just this prized possession of this CD. And my granddad's like, well, I presume you want to listen to it then. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, but it's like my sort of music, and you all want to listen to it. And he was just like, oh, I don't really care. And they had, back in those days, there was like...
Can I just point out, Preston's only 35 miles if you want to go back to that record shop.
I'm sure it'll still be there. Do you remember, like, an entertainment unit that came...
Separate?
It had a glass door.
Yeah.
And it was like 4 foot tall, and it had like a record player, and it had
dual tape deck,
tape deck and all that. And in there was a CD player.
FM tuner.
All of that. So you pressed the top corner of the glass door and it clicked. And then you swung open, put the CD on and like put it on. Such a...
Press the button to open the CD tray.
Yeah. Unwrap that cellophane, pop it in. And listening to that album for the first time, it was like, I'd never heard anything like it. It was just...
Absolute stunning album when you first hear it. Obviously, like I said, it was a bit overplayed.
Black
nowadays.
album by now. I mean, if you were going to put a Metallica album on, if I said to you, right, let's put a Metallica album on now, what would you put on?
I would put probably Master of Puppets on.
Master of Puppets.
Yeah. And Justice for All.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of And Justice for All.
Have you ever listened to And Jason for All?
No.
It's And Justice for All redone with all the bass put back in.
Right.
It's really good. It's like, man, I wish this was the real version.
Was that his first album? I want to say it was.
Keep right towards M62 towards Ring Road.
Because was it Cliff on Ride the Lightning still? It will have been.
I feel like I should know this. I'm pretty sure Cliff was.
And was he on Master of Puppets?
I want to say yes. I want to say that.
Yeah, because Orion was originally Cliff, wasn't it? Yeah. So Justice must have been Jason's first album, where they went, just turn the bass down so you basically can't hear it. And it's one of those when when I think about music and I think about bands, it's like, what does the bass actually do? But believe me, you notice it when it's not there. Jeez.
Slap in the bass.
Slap in the bass.
Slap in the bass, man.
Hey,
what?
It's a great film, but that bit just makes me fucking cringe.
Do you ever use Ladies on the Menjay when you leave people? I like to use it at work sometimes.
Yeah, it's such a cringe-worthy movie, but it's great.
It is a really good movie.
Great.
So our Metallica kind of fascination kicked off full steam, didn't it? We would be watching a year and a half of Metallica pretty much once a week, twice a week, parts 1 and 2. We would be hunting down them box sets.
Then you move into the bootleg era.
Oh God! We are going to the where we used to buy most of the bootlegs from today. Actually, Affleck's Palace, Ben Affleck's Palace.
Ben Affleck's Palace, as Kevin Smith called it. Yeah, we're going to go to Affleck's Palace, over to Vinyl Exchange, see if they've got anything in.
Forbidden Planet, maybe.
Too good.
I mean, I'd rather not, but are we going the right way?
I just saw that sign, I was like, I'm sure that's it.
I know, right? I was like,
press switch.
I've still got my Live Ship Vintage Purge VHS box set.
Me too.
With its stencil fully intact and triple threat CD.
Yep, my mother.
VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mother used the stencil to make another stencil, and then used that stencil to decorate my bedroom.
Nice.
Do you remember my bedroom in Clifton Moor had the Metallica symbol all the way around the top?
Yeah.
Like it was a roll of film.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you need to be across
Yeah.
soon. Don't know how you're going to get across now. All these bloody...
What I'm going to do...
He's going to come out there.
Oh, you slow.
Do you want to continue while we're off the motorway, or should we
After
continue after?
300
Obviously, there's a lot more concentration going on now.
Enter the roundabout, take the
Do
first
you want to
exit.
continue later?
Well, how long's that? How long does it say?
Screen's gone off.
I don't know. Press a button. Press something that...
We've done half an hour.
Half an hour, that's a good spot.
Good spot. Right, well, should we stop?
Well, yeah.
Right, we'll
Click the... if you switch the switch, it'll tell you it's saving and stuff. I'm a gambler.
Right, okay, so as you can see, we've stopped because the sat-nav was going crazy because we were getting into Manchester. So yeah, we conquered, we did the mooch in Manchester, we wandered around, ate food, drank coffee and all that good stuff, then went to see Metallica, stopped off at Tim Hortons on the way to get a big giant coffee, and then jumped back in the car and recorded our review podcast. So I'm going to slap that on the end of this bit, and that'll make the second part of this podcast. So this is Cookiecast Carcast Part 2.
It's recording.
Please wait, it's recording. Oh, yeah, boy, we're back.
Brief interlude.
Brief interlude. What time? So we got to Manchester at 12. It's now 12, so only a 12-hour interlude. Good.
And I'd just like to point out we have just left Manchester and it's 12.
But what's the weather doing right now?
Well, it's Manchester.
Manchester, so that's right.
It's only raining.
Pissing it down.
Yeah. That's fine.
And we're doing a smooth 68 miles an hour.
Verified.
Verified.
Oh.
A little bump there, but it's fine. Right, so we stopped the recording because we were heading into Manchester, so the sat-nav was going to start chirping at us a lot more than it had been in this section that we're on now in the motorway. So we had a mooch.
Bought some shit.
Do you want to tell the lovely people what you bought?
Bought some t-shirts. There you go.
Some anime t-shirts.
Oh no, I didn't buy some anime t-shirts. I'm a grown man. We had some food.
We did have some food.
We went to that vegan cafe you really wanted to go to.
Yes. Because I love me some vegan.
And you were all about that vegan life.
Vegan junk food.
No, we didn't go vegan.
We did not.
I had a beer and some dirty fries.
And I had a Diet Coke and some cheese fries. Truffle cheese fries, in fact. Oof. Naughty boy.
And then, yeah.
To be fair, one thing I will say about that, it must have taken at least an hour, if not more, to decide where we were going to eat. And we were repaid in full by the restaurant we went to. They had a gas fault, so they couldn't cook a third of the menu. I asked for mushrooms on my fries. They didn't have any mushrooms, but they could offer me bacon on the house.
Can I just point out, they didn't have any mushrooms, and it was like, 1 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Lunchtime on a Tuesday in the centre of Manchester.
I mean, who runs out of mushrooms on a lunchtime on a Tuesday?
They do, apparently.
The great mushroom shortage of Manchester.
Yep. So,
bit more of a mooch.
Went
to a hipster cafe.
Hipster cafe.
Yeah.
Got a hipster coffee and a hipster donut.
Damn right. And then dropped stuff off the car, and then had a short
walk to the empty hat.
40 minutes?
Yeah, it probably was in the end. It was probably the best part of 40 minutes.
Yeah.
If not, about 40. I mean, it told us it was going to be a 45-minute walk, so it wasn't like it was a shock, but still. And I got got taken out by a truck there. That was nice.
So, and then we sadly didn't miss Ghost.
Unfortunately, we did not miss Ghost. I was very sad about this because they were fucking awful.
They were literally.
Jeez.
I told you they were bad.
I said to you at one point, and I was like, what would you categorise this music as?
I think my reaction was shit.
And yeah, it's like, we once saw Slipknot and definitely didn't decide to copy their gimmick.
But then that saxophone playing priest.
I
mean,
let's face it, he was supposed to be the Pope, wasn't he?
I have no clue.
It was like some kind of ghostly version of the Pope.
And he was like
Played
going on
saxophone.
about tickling your taint.
Yeah, the guy kept talking about tickling your taint. That was...
So heavy, it tickles your taint.
Yeah.
There you
But he
go.
wanted to know how your taint was after the song that was supposed to tickle the taint.
So, recommendation is to go see Ghost, yeah?
Skip Ghost wherever possible.
And then the mighty Metallica,
Metallica!
who, bless them, played in the rain.
Oh, they did play in the rain.
You know, I thought maybe it won't rain that much. No. Start to finish.
For them, yeah.
Yeah, for us, dry.
Dry as a bone.
And then it stopped raining when we left.
Stop by the time we got out.
Perfect.
Yeah, couldn't ask for better. So yeah, do we need to talk about the elephant in the room? What they played second?
Oh, alright. I was going to say, we're in a car for a start. There's no elephant.
So, as you may remember on the first half, I gave a rundown of my number one least favourite Metallica song. Luke, would you like to tell the people what was the second song that Metallica played this evening?
Memory Remains featuring Marianne Faithfull.
Motherfuckers.
Where the crowd sings along and it goes on for longer than it should.
Fucking hate that song. So
Well,
yeah,
other than that,
But-
absolutely banging.
as I said, at least they got it out of the way early.
Yeah, for me, yeah, absolute slapping banger of a gig.
Yeah, it was nice to see. I think we'd certainly commented at one point that the early set was stuff that you wouldn't normally hear live.
The God That Failed. I don't think I've heard that live since I've seen them.
No.
Seek and Destroy is not one I often hear.
So it's one that they like to do, but it's more of what I would call more of an American live. I imagine they get a better result in America with but yeah, I've not seen them perform it over here. When I've seen them anyway.
Oh no.
So that was good to see.
Yeah, it was good. I'm trying to think what my highlight of the song. I really enjoyed the like the video work stuff that they had. Those
The video
massive
stuff,
screens.
yeah, the video stuff's very good. I think they've sort of really upped their game in the visual area. There's fireworks at the end, which I couldn't see.
No, we had a bit of an overhang over us, so we couldn't see it.
Which kept the rain off, but did
Missed out the
block
pyros.
the view of some of the higher up, pyros and the fireworks.
It was.
I was going to say something.
No, I think the video screens really added to it. I think it was fantastic.
They're massive as
I
well.
enjoyed my joke about Lars Ulrich's drum kit being on that I'm a Singer stage at the front, and then it actually was there
And it
later
was,
on.
yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ, Lars.
Well, you know as well as anybody, Luke. He is the front man.
He is
for
the front man of Metallica, yeah.
If there was no Lars Ulrich, there would be no Metallica being the front man. Yeah, it was. I felt sorry for that woman that kept having to come and tell people to go and sit in their seats.
What, the steward?
The steward had to keep coming and telling people to sit in their seats. Somebody had to be taken out. There was a medical emergency.
She was so excited to see
Somebody
Metallica.
had to be carried out.
She died from excitement. I mean, if you listen to this, she won't be, because she's dead.
I don't think she was dead.
She was dead. She was totally dead.
She was a bit out of it.
She had
to be
like
fair, but
totally
I don't
bendy legs,
think-
like before Rigor Mortis setting.
Holy shit! I
What?
don't think she was dead.
Hey, I'm just going what? Well, maybe that smell that we could smell all the way through it.
Yeah, there were some bad drains at the Etihad.
I'm sure it was the drains. I know someone's ass. I like to think it was ours.
Seriously, if that was somebody's ass, they need to go see a doctor immediately.
Can I just point out that my annoyance about the reusable beer cup thing?
Yeah, so go on about this, because I wasn't witness to this. You went off for a wee.
So, like most venues nowadays, they did the whole, here is a plastic beer cup with Metallica on it. You pay a £2 deposit, you can get a £2 back at the end of it, and you use it every time you go get a beer. So, being, well, with Cookie driving and me not really fancying a beer, I went up, got in the queue, waited 5 minutes, got to the front of the queue. Can I have a soft drink in one of those cups? No. I was like, why not? Oh, we don't do it. Well, can I just buy a cup then? No. You have to buy a beer.
Which, obviously you came back and relayed that bit of the story to me, and we both sort of said the same. That's forcing drinking on people.
It is absolutely forcing drinking on people. But at the end of the day, you're paying a £2 deposit for a cup. Why couldn't I just buy a cup?
Yeah, well, the fuck does it matter what you do with that cup?
Yeah. Why couldn't they just sell me a soft drink in one of their paper cups and then just put it in a plastic cup?
Any of that.
So that there's, the ratio of drink would be the same.
Obviously, they make their money from alcohol, so that's one way. They know that the cup will be a seller.
I'm still going to pay £2 for the cup. I'm not going to get a £2 back at the end of the day. So.
You're on Signal.
Signal?
Yeah, after he started making his manoeuvre. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that. I will never get behind something that goes, we're forcing you to drink. Never. I don't drink. I haven't drunk for over 2 years. At this point in time, at this point in my life, I don't see me realistically going back to it.
Don't get me wrong. When he said you can't have one unless you buy a beer, I was so close to going, oh, okay, I'll just have a beer then. But I was like, no, I don't want a beer. Just to get this cup, I should be allowed it.
You should have the option.
Yeah.
So we started having the conversation of, okay, so what if you're the designated driver? There's you, there's 3 other people in your car, you're the designated driver, and you're like, don't worry lads, I'll go get the beers. So you're buying 3 beers and a Diet Coke, because you're the designated driver, and they go, no, we're penalising you for being the designated driver by not letting you have a cup.
Exactly.
Your point, which was also very valid, what if you're a recovering alcoholic?
Yeah.
But a massive Metallica fan.
Exactly.
Well, I'm sure there aren't many of those around.
But yeah, that was a major gripe for me. Merchandise, decent merchandise. I mean, I would have liked a cup, but the other stuff was quite good. Bit pricey.
I mean, at the end of that to me didn't seem over the top.
No, I've heard worse.
I've seen worse. Like I say, when I went to Hollywood Babylon, the thing that blew me away was they wanted 30 quid for a t-shirt, and I was like, whoa, you don't even pay that at, like, music.
Well,
you don't pay that at gigs.
£25.
25 quid at a Metallica gig, and we all know that they love the cash. I got a flag.
I got a hat.
We were talking before on, and I was saying, I tried to stay away from the t-shirts, because there's no point in me buying a t-shirt, because it'll never fit me. Certainly not now. And I generally find, I mean, this is going back a while, but I generally found that the quality of t-shirts you get at gigs,
Hit and miss.
yeah, can be very hit and miss. Sometimes they're fine, like normal ones. Sometimes they're printed on like Fruit of the Loom t-shirt, which is, it's going to be fine.
I also find that the fit of the different t-shirts are just like, you can get an XL in one t-shirt and it'll be fine, and then you go to another gig and you get the same t-shirt, but it's a different brand, and it's the tightest, smallest thing ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, staying away from t-shirts is.
So more recently, I've been leaning towards like you got a hat.
Yeah.
I got a hat from a gig. Bandanas. A few places have been doing bandanas. Didn't like the Metallica bandana, so I was a bit like, what can I get? And then next thing, I'm at the front of the queue. I was like, and I just said to you as you got served, I was like, oh, they've got a flag. So I said to the guy, I was like, oh, can I have a flag? Same price as a t-shirt, put it up on the wall and stuff.
Really?
It was like,
Press the t-shirt.
yeah. He was like, oh, which do you want? The white one or the other one? I was like, whoa, there's a white one? He was like, yeah, it's over there. I was like, white versus black and purple. It's black and purple for me,
Good
mate.
for Halloween.
So, yeah, I went down the black and purple route. And, as I said to you, nice thing about a flag, folds up nice, go in your pocket.
Yep. Hats, put them on your head.
Put it on your head. So, that was the merchandise situation. I did want to...
covered merch, covered beer.
Yeah, I did want to look at the children's merchandise.
You want to look at the Ghost t-shirts? Oh, well mate, you can get them online.
Well, I've already got one of each, so I probably don't need any.
True.
Yeah, good set. Something that we always find, podcast-wise, is it's hard to review something that's good. It was nice in some ways that Mr. Hetfield acknowledged that people paid a lot of money for the tickets.
Yeah.
And people work hard for the money that they use to buy those tickets. Those tickets keep them in business, keep them touring, keep them in the lives they've come accustomed to, so it's good that you did a bit of a thanks for buying a ticket.
I was saying to you earlier that the last time we saw him I thought Hetfield's voice was just absolutely shot and he wouldn't be able to sing much more, but went this time and he seemed fine, so maybe he was just having an off day last time we saw him 11 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So, but no, it was I couldn't really find fault in it really, apart from those people that kept walking in front of us.
Jeez. I often find, and it's just me and who I am and the way I am, but I often find that the worst thing about like live events, big events, cinemas, anything where there's groups of people, the worst thing about those situations are the people.
People are the worst, that's why.
And yeah, there was this man and a woman, clearly weren't sitting in either our section or the section next to us, but they must have gone past 20 times.
Yeah, it felt like 20 times, but it was...
And I said to you, the last couple of times the woman went past, she didn't sort of like, oh sorry, can I just get past? She just barged into me. And in the end the steward had to come and sort of say, look, whatever it is you're doing, you need to stop and just find your seats. I think that they were trying to suggest that they were struggling to find their seats. It's like, well, you've got a ticket that's got a seat number on.
Well, the guy didn't really look like he was all there to be.
Well, he was shit-faced. He stank of beer.
You know, it's things like that. Actually, people are the worst. That's why I get a bit like I really kind of wanted to go before. Like, I know you want to stay till the end and all the talking and everything.
I mean,
I know it's like giving them the dues and things, but for me, it's being
getting your money was worth as well.
Stuck in crowds and things. I get really kind of anxious about things, and I feel like I don't really want to be in this. And yeah, but obviously, you know, I found a good space and didn't have to. Yeah. And it wasn't too bad coming back. Actually, it was free flowing. As soon as we got past like that, what's it called? What was it, an Ibis hotel?
Yeah.
It was like it just kind of filtered out, and it was a lot less people. And because we parked in the Arndale car park, you know, like 40 minutes away, literally no traffic coming out.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
We've not had any traffic.
I mean, yeah, we had to go
even up till this point.
Up to level 12 via the stairs, but
doing Ghostbusters quotes all the way.
Yeah. Greatest film ever made.
Just for you, mate. Just for you.
Greatest film ever made.
And for Simon as well. So now he listens to the podcast. So yeah, there was the. I mean, it was good in the end on the parking. I was saying to you because we went to Timmy Hortons.
Tim Hortons, yeah.
Yeah.
We passed it on the way in. We were going to try it out, but it was open till 1 a.m. So I thought,
yeah,
well, we'll go on the way home and you can drink your coffee.
No, I'm going to.
All right, sorry.
Because it was very hot when I took it.
Well, yeah, we got some little donut things and coffee. And you're going to have a try the coffee?
Try the coffee. I haven't tried it. It was really hot.
a live review.
Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. Oh, that's a good cup
Some
of
people
coffee.
would say it's one of
Some
the best
people would
coffee.
say it's one of the best coffees you can
Yeah.
get. I was saying, I'm sure I'd been told that Tim Hortons aren't allowed to trade in America because they're too good and they just wipe out all the competition.
But wasn't there a Tim Hortons in Aurora?
Aurora Borealis?
No, in Aurora.
David Boreanaz?
No, in Aurora, in Waynesville. Wasn't that Tim Hortons? Or was that a Mike? I can't remember. Or was it supposed to be like a Tim Hortons?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know now. Now you say it, maybe. I honestly don't know. I'm probably talking shit. I probably dreamt up something I would do.
Yeah, so yeah, travelling
So
back.
that's kind of. To be fair, you did make a comment because when we went 11 years ago, if it was 11 years ago, to the Death Magnetic talk, you bought the tickets.
Yep.
And it was one of those. It was a bit of a sword of Damocles because I've always remembered that you paid for the tickets, and at no point were you ever like, you owe me money or any of that.
No.
You were just like, we're going, and if you haven't, if you're not buying a ticket, I'm buying the tickets, and we're going. And I was like, okay, if that's what's happening, that's what's happening. But like I say, I've always sort of remembered, I've always sort of known that was a thing. So when this came round,
I know, but
I was like, right, my round to get the tickets.
I know, but
You tagged it on Facebook. You were like, you just put, I'll let you sort this out then. Yeah, I was like, I'm already on
yeah,
it.
but it was more of a joke. It wasn't like I didn't expect you to sort it out.
No, but I'd already said, like I said to Len, I was like, I'm going to have to get tickets for Metallica. Me and Luke will go, problem solved. And like I said, when I went through the ordering process, it was like, right, I've got the tickets, cool. It thinks I'm ordering 12 tickets. I was certainly like, it thinks I'm ordering 4. I was like, I just want 2. Oh. And yeah, the price has doubled in 10 years.
Absolutely.
Let's put it that way. And like you were saying, imagine the next time they come round,
Well, I said I'm going to send you on your own.
I'll be on my own
Yeah.
with Jack.
I just get into we forgot to mention something. I'll come back to it though, but because this is going to lead into it.
Look back around.
Yeah, this is going to lead into it. So when I send you on your own to the next Metallica gig, you'll have to like go on like Facebook Live or something, live stream it. And then I was going to mention about those Instagram guys. Oh my god!
I was saving it.
Oh no, but
I was saving it.
I thought it was a good segue into it.
Yeah, go on, do it.
Those guys, honestly.
So the phrase of the day, if you had to have a phrase of the day, it surely has to be gramming it.
Like literally, these 3 guys spent more time facing the wrong way, doing selfies against the crowds and things, than they did watching Metallica.
Yeah, it was baffling. I know that's the culture that we live in. I don't do any of that nonsense. Selfies and things like that. It's like, no, good thanks. But then I'm nearly 40, so I can't imagine it's really for me. But yeah, these guys just every few minutes they would turn to face away from the band that they've paid a lot of money to see, and we're doing selfies. So we were like, gramming it
Every time.
Every time. So then we'd start like throwing gang signs and stuff behind them.
Doing the poses. Every time they pose, we pose.
We posed, they posed, everybody posed.
And I was hoping that they would see us and stop.
Yeah.
But
that didn't happen.
come on.
So yeah, it was a baffling concept. And I said to you, can you imagine how dull that Instagram account would be?
Here's me.
Just like the
here's
same
selfie of me.
The same 2 or 3 guys.
Yeah.
Selfie. Oh, here's us at the Metallica gig. I mean, obviously you can't tell because we're facing the wrong way.
Here's it. We spent more time Instagramming than we did watching the gig.
Yeah. I said to you, I was like,
was it a good gig? But no.
They're going to go to work tomorrow. Oh, what did you do last night? Oh, went to see Metallica. Oh my god, how were they? I don't know actually. Check my Instagram feed, where it's just a load of pictures of you and your mates. There's no Metallica pictures. Oh yeah. But yeah, baffling.
Absolutely weird.
Weird.
But anyway. So
I
yeah.
managed to not buy anything in Manchester,
I know, I'm shocked.
other than some merchandise from the gig.
I took you to some good shops as well. But no, didn't have it.
We went to a clothes shop where they would have to stitch 2 items together.
No,
to make
they
one
wouldn't.
for me.
We went to a Catalan deli. We went to some shoe shops.
Yeah, could have got some big shoes.
We went to, I'm trying to think where else we went. Oh, we went to Affleck's Palace, Ben Affleck's Palace.
We went to Ben Affleck's Palace.
And how disappointing, I mean not disappointing, but for me...
Like I said to you, I wouldn't buy anything in there these days. It's just, for me, it's just nice to go back and look at the stuff that we would have been mad for.
Can you do that in a...
Mad for it, mate. We would have been mad for it. Like 20 years ago. When we were 19, we'd have been falling over.
It was like our favourite shop.
Doors.
That and Forbidden Planet, the warmest place on earth.
Oh God,
was like our favourite go-to shops in Manchester.
Yeah.
But now you go in.
Final Exchange didn't even go in.
Yeah, you go into bloody Affleck's Palace now, and you're like, it's the same but different, and I don't really care for it anymore.
Yeah, it's a bit of place that time forgot in a lot of ways.
And it was dead. You know, once it's midweek.
There was a lot of places. There was like a lot of missing shops and closed stalls and something coming soon and that sort of stuff.
I'm not going to tell you what speed you're doing right now.
I know. Don't tell them what speed I'm
I won't. I'm not going to tell you.
Sometimes you just got to deal with the knobhead people, and those knobheads are people that speed up to go around you, slow down to when they get in front of you. It's like, well, then maybe you didn't need to go around me if you're just going below the speed limit. Knobheads. Just some people have to be in front. Oh, speaking of which. We should have done bad driving cast. My favourite subject.
Well, if this Carcast goes well, then you'll be able to do a few more.
I need to get my money's worth out of my portable digital recorder.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, as long as you're not doing like carpool karaoke or anything, chill out.
Jesus.
Prepare to keep right onto M62 towards Hull.
I am prepared, sat-nav lady. Although you did say Hull. Sorry, Stu.
I don't want to go to Hull. God no.
Went to Hull once.
Can I just add that the walnut is a really great nut. Can I just point this out? I really, and plus you can use walnuts to get rid of scratches on like wood furniture. Not only are they really tasty.
Don't, because I don't even know if it's been uploaded, but there was this thing where Ian was like, the pecan is the greatest nut.
Pecan's alright, and it's good texture.
So there was this whole thing, and it was like, no, the cashew's the best nut, all this and the other. And then, Paul was eating a bag of mixed nuts, gets the old pecan, eats one, he's like, do you know something, Ian might be right.
Yeah. I had a walnut the other day, I had a few of them actually.
Did you crack those shells? Or
no, they were in a bag of mixed nuts, but someone didn't like walnuts, so I managed to get them all.
Lovely.
And yeah, it's just really...
Are they one that's brain food? Because they look like a brain.
They do look like a brain, yeah.
And things that look like what they are good for what they're... Like a kidney bean, it's good for kidneys.
After half a mile, keep right onto M62 towards Hull.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of the walnuts. Plus, I know they make them anymore, but walnut whip.
Walnut whip? They don't make them anymore.
Well, they're called whips now. They took the walnut off.
Really?
They took the walnut off. So yeah, they're not. I don't really understand it, to be honest. It's the most
Is it because people were buying them but didn't like the walnut?
Younger me.
Prepare to keep left at exit 29 onto M1.
Right, chai pants, Jesus.
Younger me would have just picked the walnut off and eaten the walnut
first.
No, I would never used to eat the walnut. I hated it when I was a kid.
What?
I hated a lot of things when I was a kid. I wouldn't even touch a tomato. there's various.
Tomato, the ruiner of other foods.
No, only like that's beef tomatoes. If you've got like a little cherry tomato, beautiful. Avocados, never touched an avocado until I was like, God knows what age.
Although, and I will say this, avocado in sushi gives like a cooling aspect to sushi. It's actually quite nice.
Oh. Sorry folks, a lot of yard. Oh.
Well, it's 9 hours past your bedtime, isn't it?
Thereabouts.
Thereabouts.
It is like
So,
12.
yeah, we'll be home in just over half an hour. We'll be at your house in just over half an hour.
I hope so.
So as far as our road trip, our
Come on, you could call it what it is.
Monday,
we had dinner and a show. Monday in Manchester. Dinner and a show. You know how to treat a man. Actually, yeah, that is true. Actually, you did pay for the show, so I bought you dinner.
You bought dinner. I bought the coffees. I don't know. Not in Tim Hortons then.
No.
We went at Separates.
Hull and Pontefract. You don't know Hull and Pontefract. I just love watching that aeroplane flying in there. Wishing I was on it. Is right? Yeah, it is, yeah.
That was really deceptive.
Left
Yeah, wasn't
onto
it?
M1 towards the north.
I feel like we're going to run out of...
Run out of road.
Well, no, not run out of road, but like run out of non-chatty sat-nav time.
Yeah, it might be. Right, so let's wrap her up. So,
Yeah, a good day all round.
good day was had by.
Yeah, and if the recording qualities come out, then Carcast might be a little bit of a thing.
Carcast. Caca.
Could work.
Do you think? I saw a couple of because we were saying the age of the crowd was probably a little bit older.
Definitely older.
Weren't many kids, and by kids I mean like teenagers.
No, there's a few kids with a dad.
Yeah,
First gig.
There was young kids, but not many like say teenagers. So I was saying it's probably we're probably classed as like listening to old man's music now.
Classic rock.
Surely not.
But no, I don't think it's old man music. I mean,
Would you keep going? Do you think there'll be a point where you think
cost.
you're a little bit too old for this?
No.
The cost aspect.
The cost aspect is
is interesting.
if it continues to escalate the way it does, then hell no, I'm not going to go to it anymore. It's depends on how long. Well, I guess it depends on how much I'm making at that time. To be honest, I could be a millionaire by the next time they come round.
Same next year, Rodney.
Yeah, on the back of that bike. But yeah, so
It was good in all in all. I was happy to pay the money because it meant we got to go.
yeah, and it's not like we go every week.
No, I do think if there's a point where that money does jump again, that I would maybe have to think a bit longer and a bit harder about
Drive for 11 miles.
justifying it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the seats were good, but
Yeah, they were good seats. We were lower tier, but then we were in the seated bit rather than standing.
well, we didn't have cushions.
No, that was weird.
But anyway, we're on a noisy road now, so we might have to wrap this up because it's going to be really noisy.
Right. Well, that's us.
Yeah,
Metallica done.
yeah. Road trip done.
Road trip almost done.
Yeah.
Coffee nearly drunk.
You're going to be awake till late tonight. But you've got tomorrow off, so.
Yeah, that's true. Good job I don't have a baby to look after.
What's the next podcast coming up after this? Any ideas?
It's supposed to be movie cast,
Movie cast.
but can't get it locked down, so it'll be a darkest timeline. I'll actually record that tomorrow.
There we go. You could even do it walking around with your little portable recorder.
I could.
Or walk ramble.
Do another Carcast.
Little Adam Buxton ramble chat.
Yeah.
Be good. Yeah. Well, if this one, I kind of enjoyed it. I'm not going to say I enjoyed it because you'll make me go on it all the time. But I kind of enjoyed it. I like
Just wait till I get you on the cameras.
No, well, you will be waiting unless you put a camera in the car.
Oh,
Like I said at the beginning of this podcast, the only way you've managed to get me on this thing is by trapping me in a metal box on wheels where I can't escape.
Bit of food for thought there.
Yeah, well, exactly. So you'll have to start going. Maybe we'll do like a drive to London one time and then back just for the hell of it. Do some Carcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cruising around York.
Oh yeah.
In the ghettos of York.
Right. Good chat.
Right, there we go. Good chat.
All right.
Good game.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming.
Anytime. Well, maybe.
So there you go. What do you think to that? That was Cookiecast on the road, Carcast, possibly a new podcast for you guys to listen to. Let me know what you think to the quality. There's a few things that we can do to sort of tidy it up, but not too bad as a starter for 10. YouTube watchers, this one might not have been too much fun. Obviously there's the pictures and the bits of video and stuff, but yeah, subscribe anyway. Obviously the other ones have got more footage on, so subscribe, leave us comments, do those things. Everybody jump over to the cookiecast.com, check us out over there, social media stuff, emails, things like that. Yeah, there we go. So until next time, I'll say goodbye. I'll see you then. Bye.